Hey, Connor, you gotta give me a second. I gotta do something.
Okay. I'll practice.
Yeah, you should. Okay. My other one doesn't have a microphone.
I need to adjust the tire pressures. Also, sorry if the game keeps like cutting out. Like, every time I like go back to the main menu, the like signal cuts. I don't know why, but if that happens, just look for the stream again and it should be back up. But if that does happen, I'm sorry. The game just does not like me very much, apparently. I'm surprised this gauge cluster goes up to 240 kilometers an hour. That's pretty funny. Of course, I left the front tire pressure as well. Why does it keep spinning? Alright. Dude, it spins really easily for some reason.
It's because the steering is like not very quick because it has such little power. It doesn't really like the steering wheel just kind of. It's very slow.
Yeah, I guess.
Oh, I made it. Okay. Alright, you want to start? I'd stay in second.
What?
I'd stay in second gear the whole time.
Yeah. Well, third gear kind of works, honestly.
If you have speed.
It keeps spinning on me. Are we gonna do the inside line?
Hell no.
Why not?
Oh, bro, I cleared rock face on my Yeti, bro.
Really? Nice.
Like way early.
Yo, the super just hit me.
What?
The super just hit me, and I spun out in third gear, so I don't know what you're on about third gear.
That sucks.
These tires like hit me. Maybe I'm just not used to this part yet.
Yeah, you're probably just not used to it. Dude, can we get Supras? Because I really... Dude, this guy in a Supra is shit. He's otter shit.
Yeah, but there's only 2 Supras and he's got one of them.
Fuck. Follow my line, bro. I'm just doing this the whole time.
I think I'm just...
You just keep running the same route.
Yeah, I think I'm just not used to the,
this car
angle.
Is very, like, it's very understeered.
I just don't think I'm used to the like angle, cause like once it gets out in the angle, like I just.
Yeah, you have to get it properly sideways. Or it.
It's not like the E30 or anything. Where you can just.
I think it's more similar to the E30. I mean, they're both NA, kind of underpowered. They're both naturally aspirated and kind of, I don't know.
Yeah, but I feel like you need more angle with this car, though, like, than the E30.
I think it has good angle.
No. I'm just saying, like, it's harder to like keep your angle with this car than it is like the E30
yeah.
or something.
No, it definitely is. But once you really get it going, it's all about having a good entry, I think. And you also have to left foot brake a little bit.
Yeah, well, I have a clutch to deal with, so it's kind of hard to do that.
I left foot brake with a clutch.
I hate left foot braking with the clutch, because, like, I literally can't.
Literally, this is what I do. I clutch kick into the turn, and then I put my foot right over the brake, like the second after, so then while I'm sliding.
I literally just, like, get on the gas a little bit, and then it spins. It's so annoying.
What do you mean?
Like, I get on the gas a little bit once I get into the corner, and then it starts.
You gotta counter steer. You have to do all the steering work.
I know how to drift, Robert. I'm just saying, like, it spins too easily.
I would say adjust your steering settings. Because for me, this car was really hard in the beginning, and then I had to adjust my wheel settings, and then it was good. Oh, heads up.
Oh, sorry.
That's good. I had to adjust my force feedback, and then this car was like a lot better. It's all about getting the hang of the power. You probably know how to do it more than I can.
I think I'm just, like, on the throttle too much.
Well, you want to be on the throttle on this car, I think.
No, just, like, initially.
Oh yeah, once it gets into the slide, like, let off. I don't know.
Yeah, that's what it was, is the throttle, yeah.
Yeah.
I think I got it now. Yeah, there we go.
Now I think about it.
Do you want to try tandeming on here?
Yeah.
Okay, let me, like, come up to you, though. Let me follow.
Oh wait, I need to put on my like little head motion. I love my head motion, yeah.
I can't.
I need to increase the head motion.
I can't. I don't know why. I can't use head motion. It's like fucks with me too much. I don't know what it is.
It's a lot easier for me because I can see how sideways I am. Here, I'll let you catch back up. Here, I'll lead them.
I'm too far behind.
I totally went off the track. Sorry, I'm not trying to lose this. I try to keep my speed in this car alive.
Well, then maybe I should go first.
Yeah, you should go first. Alright, let's see what we can do.
No. I had it,
As long
though.
as you're still spinning it, it still counts.
Get that manji going.
What does that mean?
It's when you drift on the straight.
What do you mean drifting?
Like when there's no corner and you're just like going back and forth on the straight.
Oh. I thought you meant on the street. I was like,
Oh, straight. Yeah, no, on the straight.
oh, I. Yeah, you passed me. I need to control my speed more. Do you handbrake into the turn?
What?
Do you handbrake into the turn?
A little bit. Not. Yeah, I actually do.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, like I don't really even clutch in when I do it. I just like.
Oh, that's why you're losing so much speed. Oh, my bad, my bad, my bad.
You're good. No, that was more me. I lost it anyway, so.
Oh, we got 3 people.
Get a train going.
Oh, I tapped him.
Here we go, dude. I got all the angle. Ah, no. What?
Tandeming is not easy for me.
Maybe you should lead then. I'll see if I can go a little bit faster.
No, I can do it. Oh, you should.
Well, I'm saying because if you're in front, then you're just drifting, really.
Okay, I just.
Like, normally, if you tandem, like, you just put the less experienced person in front. Or the person that's, like, not used to tandeming. Here, I'll let you come back around to me.
I'll come back around quickly. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not as consistent with this car.
Yeah, I feel like I'm a lot more consistent with the E30.
Okay.
But I'm getting better with this car.
Oh, no, 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 no. As long as my rear wheels are on the track, it's good.
I gotta catch up again. I think it's because you're running a lot wider than me, so you just have more speed.
What does that mean?
Since you're going wider, you're able to carry more speed. Like, you're just going wider around the track.
Oh, yeah, do you want me to stay tight?
Like, that's not really what I do, but... I mean, I don't go, like, really wide, but...
I can't do that. Wait, what'd you say?
I mean, I can't go, like, all the way inside. I just, like, clip the apex, you know?
Yeah, I can kind of do that. It's just about my entry has to be a little bit different.
Yeah, that's why I used to handbrake, and then just yank it.
Oh, I hit the grass. I'll try to stand.
What?
I'll try to stay on the inside a little bit more.
I gotta catch up to you first.
Oh, okay. I thought.
Well, I was... Yeah, well... Here, let's... Yeah, there we go. Ah, oh, spot. Fuck. Damn it.
It's good. It's good. I totally like had the clutch kick there. Wow, this is getting clean.
Spot again. It's like hard keeping up.
I I think you should go first though.
Well, it's not.
Even though I think I have less experience.
Well, it's just because like the second person is really the person doing the tandeming, and this guy's just like freaking hitting me for no reason. It's literally just like. Well, the thing is that like the second person is really the person that's trying to like stay in control, whereas the first person is just drifting really.
Except the first person has to try to get more angle.
All right, I'll try and go first.
Yeah, pass me. Fuck, I followed your line and I also went out. I keep looking at you and it like fucks me up. It's not that you're bad, it's just that I'm not. I'm getting a sway right away.
I know, I saw on your snap.
On my snap?
Yeah, you sent me.
Oh yeah. I think you need more speed. What's your entry speed?
Like 30, high 30s.
Yeah, I don't know. My 30s is good. That's what I do too. Just gonna, I don't know. Let's go speed. We can.
I'm like topping out in second though, that's the thing. So like I don't know how.
Topping out? I think you're giving it too much gas.
No, I'm saying like when I'm going around the corner I'm almost topping out in second. So that's why I was like, how are you going around the corner faster than me when I'm literally like topping
I'm
out?
hitting red line. Like I'm not even. It's not.
I'm close. Okay, I'm not hitting it, but I'm like pretty close.
I just hit it there for a second. But it's
Okay.
It's okay. I think you just shouldn't worry about that. Bro, at work I got to drive some this E46 fucking race car.
Nice. Are you working for your grandpa?
Well, he doesn't like I'm not working for him, but he like got me the job.
Oh, yeah. Wait, where do you work?
Life's Good Racing in Livermore. It's pretty far away, right? To commute. From Oakland, it's like an hour.
No, it's like when do you have to go?
40 minutes. I get there at 9 a.m.
But that's like a reverse commute. So like, why does it take so long to get there?
Well, it's because it's like 30 minutes. But
I was like, it's not that
my
long.
mom lives in the like far part of Oakland. Like she lives in like West Oakland area. So it acts like 10 minutes.
Do you go like 580 or 80?
Yeah. Well, it depends. Because when I'm at my dad's house, it's like 25 minutes.
25 is pretty quick.
But I'm only at my dad's house sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. It kind of works out since I don't live in Oakland all the time.
Yeah. Dude, we should try and go to some like race event or something.
What do you mean a race event?
Like at like Sears Point or something.
Talking about autocross?
Well, I'm just saying like go like spectate or something.
Yeah.
Or we could, oh, you know what we could do is we could go like karting at like Sears Point.
I don't really want to go karting. I want to drive my own car.
Well, yeah, because you have an actual, like, good car to track, but, like...
Yeah, I know.
Go to the drift event in your car. Learn how to all-wheel drive.
If mine's only front-wheel drive.
I thought it was, like, front, but, like, all-wheel drive sometimes.
No, that's the Golf R.
Oh, that's hard. Dang.
Yeah, mine's fully front.
Because if it was all-wheel drive, you had some chance of drifting.
No, dude. In reverse.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
I'm in third now.
Yeah, because once your tires heat up, you can kind of...
Is that you?
Yeah.
Huh. Yeah, you can definitely go through
Oh, no. I, like, the thing... I know. I'm just saying the thing about my steering wheel is, like... You have to really yank the steering wheel back. Like, it doesn't just go back.
Same with mine. Like, mine likes to stay where it is a lot.
Like, you know how, like, you'll counter steer, but then if you start to come back the other way to, like, catch it, like, it'll, like, free spin almost.
It's not really, like, catching it, though. Like,
because, like, in a real car, like, it would just, you'd hold onto it and, like, go and then grab onto it, but, like, on mine, you have to, like, just yank it back across, like, the force feedback or whatever. So it's a lot harder.
try adding more.
No, but the thing is, it's, like, there's some sort of, like, weight to the steering wheel in general that, like, you just can't get from the force feedback. So, like, it's hard to, like, it won't, like, free spin. If that makes sense. It's like when you're drifting, like, it should free spin.
I'm gonna go get the RX-7.
Yo, I don't know what car I want to get. I wonder what other cars do they have?
I want to get the Supra, but I'm not going to because then I want to be able to do some
E92.
I want to change colors. Man,
I don't think you can.
yeah, you can. I'm doing it.
Really?
Yeah. There's hella skins, bro. And a lot of options for this car. Ooh, that looks pretty sick. Alright, I'm gonna load it.
You're using the RX-7?
Oh, fuck. I'm on my... I actually am loading into a private server. Cancel.
Are we still gonna... Do you still want to do the one that we were on, or do you want to do a different one?
No, I'm gonna load back into it. Oh wait, maybe you can do skins on one. That's so weird. Do you want to do a non-drift server? I want to drive fast.
Well, why don't you just go in your car and do that?
Because it's a lot of gas, bruh.
That's true. I don't know why, but my car, like, after I put, like, that air intake on it, like, it does not get very good gas mileage. And my exhaust.
Of course. Most of the air intakes aren't, you can't smog it. Like, is your car...
Yeah, no, but mine's carb certified, so, like, I've passed smog with it on.
Interesting.
Because it's carb certified, so it's, like, if it's not carb certified, then that's when you have a problem.
I can just keep my old air intake if I got a new one. and put it on every 2 years.
That's true, but it's not like it makes a difference whether you have a carb or not carb certified. If you get one that's certified, then that's better because then you don't have to.
Mm. But some of them are cheaper. And they actually have more flow.
I don't know. I have like a new speed one, so it was like $300.
Yeah.
But it definitely makes a difference. Like, not gonna lie, not power wise, but more torquey. I think it's just healthier for your engine, honestly. Like.
Yeah, although like it's a Volkswagen or yours is 5-cylinder actually.
Yeah.
These like Volkswagen engines are meant to last how long though?
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying like, I'd rather it like breathe better.
Well, yeah, of course.
I just think that like, because the way since yours is turbocharged, so it's not as bad, but like the way mine works is it like went through the hood, like, or no, the engine cover. So it'd, like, come through and then do like a S through the engine cover and then come back out and then go into the intake manifold. So like the air intake temperatures had to be like so high. Like the air going into that would be so bad. So like the intake temperatures are probably a lot better now. And it flows a lot better because like some of that stuff was like really restricted, so I was like, how is this engine even running? Like, especially with 5 cylinders.
No, but like still like I don't know. They make it so from the factory it's still pretty
No, I mean I get that, but like people aren't necessarily going on back roads really fast with jazz. But like,
surprised. I think you'd be surprised, dude.
I know, but they don't make it for that, right?
Neither do they make the GTI. I mean, like, I guess you could say it's for that. Like, it's like good for that. But in the end, it's a daily.
That's true, but it's a faster daily, and they probably keep that in mind that people are gonna do at least something to it.
I think with some mods, your Jetta could be quick. Dude, with a turbo, you'd be chilling.
Yeah, but you realize how much that costs?
Yeah.
I would be down. I would totally do it, but it costs like $5,000. But then again, I would also make like 350 wheel horsepower, and then I would also need a clutch to hold that power. But
and cooling probably too.
and it's well, I mean that's included with the cost, but like the exhaust manifold itself was like $2,000.
Do you have
And
to get a new one if you get a turbo?
What do you mean?
An exhaust manifold?
Yeah, you have to get a custom one.
For what? Why?
Because they don't make a model with it turbo with the 5-cylinder turbocharged from factory.
No, but you'd get an aftermarket turbo.
Yeah, but you'd need a new manifold, and they don't so a person would have to make one. Because there's no like.
I bet that they still sell them. A manifold for yours.
Yeah, but you don't understand that doesn't come from They don't have like a model from the factory that's turbocharged.
I know, I understand that.
So then how
a Mark 5 Jetta?
Yeah.
I'm saying that an aftermarket company would make the part that you need.
No, actually they don't. Because I looked, like the only people that make it is like a custom shop. Because it's like still pretty, it's like old now. It's like 10 years old, so they don't really support it anymore. There used to be some like pretty cheap stuff,
what?
but
How old is your car?
10 years. 11 years.
Oh, I thought I heard 20 and I was like, no way.
No, it's 2008, so it's 11. Or no, it might even be. No, you know what? It might even be 12 because they come out with like the same year car. Like 2020 cars are coming out now, so it could be even 2007. What server are you on?
Yeah, I don't know. Bro, this rotary is hella good.
Are you in the same server or are you on your own?
RX-7, bro.
I know, but in your own server?
No, I'm in the server.
It doesn't. You're not showing up in.
Oh, fuck. Oh, yeah, I think I joined the wrong server, actually.
Wait, which one are you in then?
I'm just gonna join yours. Wait, yours was Code Red. Okay.
Yeah. The RX-7?
Red. What?
Are you in the RX-7? Wait, hold on, maybe. Oh, you know what?
There's 2 people in it.
Yeah, well, I wasn't in it yet.
Oh, you should join.
I was just waiting. Were you in that one?
Yeah, I was.
Oh.
I'm joining it.
You're in the RX-7?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, I'll take the same thing. Yeah, I mean, okay, so, like, it's either the turbos, like, I could turbocharge it, and that would add, like, another, like, almost 200 wheel. No. 180, something like that. Or I could get intake manifold and tune it for, like, $1,200, but I'd make an extra, like, 50 horsepower.
Yeah.
So I'd be making, like, 240.
That's good, though.
Yeah, I know, that's what I'm saying. So that's why I was like, it's not really worth, like, a turbo. If I can just, and it's a lot easier, because the intake manifold's in the front.
Yeah.
So you just literally unbolt it, bolt it up, and then flash the tune, and then you have another 40 horsepower.
Yeah, that's sick.
And it's like a fifth of the cost. So, like, if I'm gonna do anything power-wise, that's probably what I'm gonna do. Because then I also don't need a new clutch.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yo, this Toyota. Are you in yet?
6. No. I'm in a RX-7. I'm in the pits right now.
I know, I see you. This guy's like trying to play.
I set up this one. This isn't supposed to be a drift car, but it works if you add enough camber.
In the front?
Yeah.
How much camber are you running?
3.3. Negative 3.3.
That's a lot. In the back?
In the front.
Oh, in the front. Oh, I'm done.
In the back, in the back around negative 0.9.
Oh, you're running 3 in the front? Alright. I think that A86 wants to play. See if we can get some tandems going, maybe. Is that you?
Rev limiting?
Yeah.
This thing has power, bro. What is this thing making?
Yeah, we're gonna leave that Toyota in the dust.
Toyotas are fun though.
Can you hear me rev limiting?
I love the noise of the RX-7.
The rotary?
That rotary, bro.
Yeah. Dude, it's so loud.
This is my one RX-7.
Dude, okay, our old coach Ian on the mountain biking team that lives off of St. James, he has like an RX-7 in his garage.
Really?
I don't know if it's like I think he has like roommates or whatever, so I don't know if it's actually his, but like I saw it and I was like, damn. And then I saw it down at the shop on Shell, at the Shell station on Grand. And I was like, damn. I like want to go on a ride.
Oh, I literally was maxed out on my turning angle that whole turn, and I still made it.
Oh, the boost is like screwing with me because like you can't like really keep it consistent.
It's like the super though, like a little bit.
Yeah, but that's still hard.
It's a lot more linear. Like the super, once you hit 4K, it just spins the whole time.
I can't get the angle right on this car.
It's tough.
Cause it's like you're like at the right angle and then you just hit the throttle a little bit more, then it goes into boost, and then you're like,
Yeah.
and then
keeping it above like 4 or 5 RPM.
yeah.
And sometimes you have to clutch it and then bring it back.
What gear are you using?
It depends. I use I like to hear that rev.
Dude, it's such a savage.
I just love it. I absolutely love this car.
I was in the Mercedes 190 Evo on the Nordschleife, and I swear I did it perfectly. Like the whole track.
Really?
Yeah. That car is like so good to drive.
But like, how do you do that on that track? That track must be hella hard.
What, slide? Wait, no. Just to drive it, it's fine. Driving it's pretty easy. Oh, I can't get the angle on this car.
You have to give it. You have to kind of force it.
No, I'm getting like too much angle. Maybe it's because I was using a handbrake.
I usually give it. I don't think it's about angle. I think it's right on
Yeah, I think I'm just too used to the E30.
the E30, you got it. My best car is for sure.
This car?
I downloaded it just like quickly on the internet.
Ugh.
Bro, it's be going hella fast to hit revenue.
Oh yeah, because you have to hit boost, and that takes a while. Ah, I keep... Damn it. I need to get this car right.
Dude, the RX-7, it's not even a...
Okay, I got the angle right. What?
The RX-7 is not even a drift car though.
Were you gonna say something else though?
Like, it can be, I guess, in our case.
Well, it's in here for a reason.
Well, you can drift it. But it's not
Oh, on the throttle too early.
Oh, that was me hitting my 100 degrees.
Sorry. Sorry.
Oh, I just totally...
No, I nudged you though.
Oh, you did?
I mean, you were already pretty sideways, but I nudged you. Oh,
Oh, sorry, I just... I got comments from my parents saying it's too loud.
what?
I have 20 minutes and my parents say I have to shut it off because me clutch kicking is just too loud for them.
Go auto. Go auto.
Oh, fuck. I totally didn't clutch kick it. I need to do that. Oh, this car is a bit... It's not even that powerful. It's very, like, fury everywhere. Oh, fuck. I bet you were gonna hit, like, a perfect one, too.
I was so close. You distracted me. I mean, I did that whole corner.
Yeah.
What even did I just do?
I just head-on crashed with an A86. Dude, it's because my pedals are all fucked up.
Oh, yes. Kind of. No. Whoa.
Yeah, my pedals are
No, too much handbrake. I'm just doing a burnout competition at this point.
I would have just been hit by this for a whole minute.
Dude. It's like max volume on your speakers, just like... Oh, my tires are like just shot.
Hey bro, wait, I need to do something now.
Yep. Oh, that was such a good drift out of the pits. Oh, the Supra. Bullied the Supra. Second gear. Are you just bullying the Supra? My 2 steps better than yours.
Thing likes to step out really quick.
Well, especially after a big burnout.
So the tires should be warm, right?
Yeah, but it's like overly warm. Are your tires red?
Yeah.
Then yeah, that's too warm. Warm is green. Yeah, as soon as your tires are red, you're kind of like screwed, honestly.
Funny and actually kind of funny.
Oh, I just missed you. Nice 2-step.
I don't understand.
It's for like launch control. It's like when you hold it at like a specific RPM. You know, like the videos of like all those like Supras and stuff with the massive
Yeah.
flames at the back. That's 2-step. Like if you hold it at like 4 or 5K, you have to get like this like thing installed on your car so that when it hits that and you're like not moving, then it'll like add fuel or something, and then you'll get like massive flames. It's like an artificial rev limit, and then you use that for like launch control. And then basically that'll give you like the best launch if you launch it at that RPM.
Yeah.
But honestly, the red line on this car sounds like 2-step.
A lot of the cars, you can't rev it like past red line. Like,
Yeah, the Supra you can only go up to red line. It's also Dorito though, so.
Yeah. Alright, I have to get the Supra started.
Watch your jet, bro. Watch your jet. Watch your jet. Have you seen that?
Dude, I still haven't done one good trip. It's because my tires are red.
Watch your jet. Watch your jet.
Why is this even funny?
Have you seen that? Have you seen that one?
Connor, you don't have the right to use that accent.
I was just imitating the meme.
Oh, so you're imitating them now? I'm just kidding.
Them? Them?
You totally
Them.
Um,
So now they're not people? They don't have gender?
I said. Okay. You got that.
Very fine line you're walking there, Robert.
Bruh, them could be anyone. Them could be. Wait, this guy in chat said, imagine waking your parents with clutch technique. Is that you?
What?
Never mind. I'm gonna go 19 PSI. So I've been
Oh my god.
What do you put in your stars? Like what
PSI? I do like 18. That normally works pretty well. Yeah, but once it heats up, it gets to like a pretty grippy temperature. So even if it is red, like they'll still be somewhat grippy because they have a low PSI. Because you want them to be grippy if you like let up.
What do you put in your bike though?
21. But I'm also not drifting in my bike, so.
Yeah.
What do you put in your GTI?
Like 26. 36, I mean.
36?
Yeah.
Isn't that high?
What do you put in yours?
Like mid to high 20s.
Really?
Depends. Because like I put it like right on the edge of where my TPMS sensor like doesn't screw up. Sometimes it like goes off though, but maybe low 30s. It depends. Like when it's cold out,
Wait, but what does it say in your door?
I think mid 30s, like 30.
Mine's supposed to
I
be
think
37.
34.
Mine's supposed to be 37, and I pump it up a little bit because I have low profile tires, and I do not want to rim out because I have rimmed out and I've bent a rim.
Really?
And dude, these Oakland roads are just shit.
That's true. Maybe it is higher than that because I feel like I don't go like too far under what the spec is. But
If you went in 20s, you'd be going pretty damn low. Like for a track day, I would put mine at like 30. 30 or 32.
yeah, but what size are you running?
235s.
I know, but like what diameter?
8? Oh,
No,
what diameter?
like yeah, like 18. So we have the same tire and rim.
Yeah, we both have like, dude, a Jetta is pretty much just a non-hatchback GTI with a different engine in it. Except the new ones, the GLI is just like the GTI pretty much.
Yeah.
A GLI would actually be cool.
Dude, I saw when I went to go buy my car, like funny story, okay? Actually, before I actually knew, like I thought we were just like window shopping for cars.
Yeah.
And like we had a pretty decent budget, like 10K. And
Yeah.
we went to like Broadway and like looked at different dealers, and we went to the Volkswagen dealer second. That was our second dealer that we went to, and there's an R32, and I was like, oh, you know, it just has high mileage. I don't know if I want it, even though it was like under 10K. And then there was my car like right next to it, and I was like, I really want a manual, and it was a manual, but it was also only like 6K.
Oh, if the R32 is an automatic, then I'd rather have your car.
But I don't. Okay, the thing is with the R32, I don't think they sell it in a manual.
But you have to swap it?
I don't think they have manual ones. Do they?
In America or in general?
No, just in general, because like I know some cars they just don't come in manual.
An R32 front? No, of course they have one. A manual.
But it was like the same year as mine. It was like a 2008.
Yeah, dude, of course.
I don't know. I might have done it, but like because it was under 10K and it was like. But it was also it has a 6-cylinder turbocharged, like 330 horsepower.
High mileage. If it runs, I'm buying it.
Yeah, I just like.
And you'll put whatever money it takes to maintain it. Instead of putting rollovers, you could just put it to maintenance because it will take some maintenance.
Yeah, I mean like, I just wasn't really thinking. So anyway, like my car was like 6K, so we're like, oh, like that's pretty cheap. Well, that's what they were going for, but like for our budget, we were like, oh yeah, that's pretty cheap. And so then we ended up like,
Far away, but I'll just show you the documents. No, but let me.
but like I didn't really do any research. Like we just bought it, and I kind of wish I did more research because I could have gotten a way better deal on like a better car, but
Yeah. I don't know.
because like looking back on it, like I could get like a BMW or something for like 4 or 5K, or like it actually, or like no, or like I could actually get a good like BMW 2 for like 10K as well.
BMW 2 Series?
No, I was just saying I could have got probably like a pretty decent like BMW from like mid 2000s for like 10K.
Yeah, I don't know. Except
Like not an M3 but a 3 Series from like mid 2000s with a 6-cylinder.
your car's good for like a front 16-year-old drive. 18-year-old.
I just was just faster though. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Like rear wheel drive, like more power. I wish, but like
Yeah,
I guess.
No, I personally would have done the R32, but it's whatever.
I mean, I just like for me, I was just like I want a manual, and then I wasn't really thinking about like what I could actually. I wasn't thinking performance wise. I don't know why. I just was like not thinking. I was like,
Well,
it's a manual, so.
You're probably thinking like, I just want a manual and it doesn't have to be the craziest fast car.
Yeah, I guess. I also wasn't really like into cars as I am now. Like once I got the car, like I was pretty into cars, and I was like looking up like how to do stuff and like that sort of stuff. But like before, I would just kind of like watch car YouTubers and not even like go into depth. But once I got my own car, I just like looked up parts and was like really into it. So now I know a lot more about cars. And then also, I don't know if I told you about what happened to my car within the first like 2 weeks of my license. I got in an accident, and it was coming out of the Safeway parking lot, and on Grand,
Oh.
like over by the gas station, the Shell station, like Wildwood, and this like it was Gavin, actually, not Gavin, yeah, it's Gavin, this like rugby player from. That was like a year ahead of me, and I was like, he was from Piedmont, and I was like, oh shit. So I thought like he might get like. It was like honestly, it was kind of both our faults, but like we didn't call the police or anything, so they. Cause okay, so basically like, I looked. It was dark and there was a lot of traffic, so I looked left. I waited for that light to turn red at Wildwood, and then I looked right and I waited for it to clear, and then I looked back at the light and it was red and no one had come out of the light yet. So then I like looked back right again, and then I started to go while I was looking right, and I wasn't really like looking because I was like, oh, it just turned red, so no one can like really come from that way. And like as soon as I started to go and I was looking back left again, like I just hit him like on the side.
It's probably because he turned from the street.
And no, he came from Wildwood, and I was like, where did he come from? And after the fact, like after it, like
Oh, did he run the red light?
after it, like after the fact, like after everything was like done with insurance and everything, like we were probably just like he probably was just going fast, and like it probably wouldn't have been my fault if we actually like done our police report and everything, because he actually like when I hit him he like skidded and then like went into a parking spot, so like when they look at the skid marks they can determine how fast someone is going, but we didn't call the police or anything because it wasn't that like bad necessarily.
Okay,
And
I gotta call you on that one. No matter how fast he's going, I think it's pretty much like, if you're, I'm not trying to say.
No, but okay, the thing is that what my mom was trying to say to me is when she was like my age too, she got in an accident very similar, where she was like looking down a street and she thought she had enough time to go, and then she got T-boned, and what happened was the police came and they said that they were going like way over the speed limit, and there was no way that they could like that it basically wasn't her fault because they were going over the speed limit. So like it technically.
I think that it doesn't matter over the speed limit because if you're going 5 over, it shouldn't be your fault.
No, I mean I'm not saying that. I mean that's a pretty far way to go from the Wildwood to the Safeway parking lot in like a second or two. Like that's pretty fast.
Yeah.
That's not like 25 miles an hour.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying that it's not my fault, but like, because there definitely was my fault. But the other factor was that I didn't know 100% how to drive manual yet, so I was really like worried about stalling it. And so I just like was like, okay, I just need to go. And then that happened. But anyway, so we ended up going to the body shop, and then they were like, it's probably going to get totaled because the car's not worth that much. And
what?
So then we bought it back, and we took it to our friend's body shop, and they did it for like $2,000. And
you spent $2,000 on a bumper?
No, because it was like the bumper support too, and the fender they had to replace the left fender, they had to replace the hood, they had to replace the bumper, and they had to replace the crash support, like crash bumper support in the front, and then plus labor and stuff. So it adds up. I think the insurance company was gonna do like $4,000 or something like that, come in at, and that if it's more than half the car, then they total it. So if it was worth $6,000, then that's how much they'll give me for it. So in the meantime, I actually like started looking at cars because I was maybe like, if they total it out, then maybe I could just get another car for the same money. So I actually did test drive a few cars. I test drove a Mini Cooper manual. I test drove a Volvo S60.
Faster, like, does it pull harder?
It was honestly about the same because I think it had less horsepower, but it also was a lot lighter, so it was about the same. But it was also a 6-speed, so it was nicer than a 5-speed because it's not like as tall, and then you also get better fuel economy. But the other thing was I also test drove a Volvo S60 R, which is basically like the Jetta except for it has a turbo on it. So like. It'd basically be me if I turbocharged my car. So it's a 5-cylinder with a turbo on it. And that one was fun, but it wasn't a manual. But it was also all-wheel drive, and it had like spec'd out everything, and it was like pretty much the same price as my car. It's like $6,000. Same year. So I was like, it was a little bit older, but it also had pretty low miles on it as well. So I was like, I was on the fence about that one. I was like, I kind of wanted that because that was nice.
What car was it again?
Like a 2004, I want to say, S60R. 4-wheel drive. It probably made like a good almost 300 horsepower.
Really?
Yeah, because like if you think about it, my car, if you turbocharge it, you can make over 300, right? And that's the same engine and turbocharger.
Wait, Volvo uses Volkswagen?
No, but they have a 5-cylinder and they turbocharge it. So I'm assuming
the displacement on yours?
it's the same. It's 2.5. That was also 2.5. So I was thinking like similar power, but that's stock power. So it's like warranty. Well, not warranty. It's like, but it's old. But you know, at least it's like I don't have to worry about it necessarily. Like I did something wrong if I like turbocharge it.
I kind of like the manual.
If it was a manual, like I probably would have gone for it. But like, it also had paddle shifters though, so that was like, I was on the fence about that one actually. Like, cause if that totaled out, then and I didn't buy it back, then I would have probably gone with that.
Here's why I started paddle shifters. I literally drive my car in manual mode 24/7. I don't drive it in drive. I always shift it, right?
Yeah.
Even though it has DSG, because I'm just so picky about gas mileage and like when I want to take a pull, it's just like.
Okay, well, I feel like the car is better at fuel economy, but if you want to do a pull, then you're better at it.
Dude, I think I'm better at fuel economy
Really?
I shift at 2,000 and I cruise at 1,300 RPM. Like when I'm on a flat in a straight line, if I can. If I, although in sixth gear, if I'm going 85, it's at like 2,500 RPM.
That's pretty good. Cause like if I'm going actually that's really good. Well, cause you have more gears than I do. When I'm in fifth gear and I'm going 70, it's exactly at 3,000.
If you're going 80, are you at like 35 or 38 or something?
If I'm going 80, it's like 32, 50, 33.
Yeah.
Like I'm pretty much at like if I'm going 100, I'm at like a little over 4K, I think.
If you're going 100, you'd be in fourth gear though, right?
Fifth.
What
I'm like topped out in fourth at 100.
Oh, okay.
I top out in third at like 65. So like if I'm doing a freeway going onto the freeway, I'll start in second and then rev all the way out in third and then I'll finish because like that's pretty much freeway
Wait, what does
speed.
second go to?
Like 40, I think.
Yeah.
It's like 30, 40 or nah, it's like 25, 40, 65, 85. No, it's 100. Cause yeah, actually, cause as I go faster, actually the difference in mile an hour is actually bigger. It's kind of weird. Cause like you expect it to get shorter, but
What are you talking?
like, so like the distance, like the difference in speed from first to second is less than the distance in speed from second to third.
That's
It's like,
that's because first gear is really short.
but I'm saying like that goes for all 5 gears. So it's like 25 to 40
That makes
to
sense.
45 to 65.
No, that makes sense because if you kept, what do you think you top out in first gear, like 20?
I think 25. No, maybe more actually, maybe 30.
30, and then what's your second gear, 40, 50?
Like 45, 50.
And if you went at that rate, then in fifth gear you'd be going.
Like I when I was going 120, I was probably at like 4,500 and I rev limit at 6K.
Have you ever been ticketed?
No.
Have you ever been pulled over with that?
In Lithuania I did.
Oh, that doesn't count. Or does it?
Well, I thought it was because I passed the bus when I wasn't supposed to, but it was just a random stop, and then they breathalyzed me, and then they said I could go.
They breathalyzed you?
Yeah, it was like hella weird too because like I didn't speak Lithuanian, and they like barely spoke any English.
Yeah.
They're like, they just like they walked up to the car and started speaking Lithuanian, and I didn't know what they were saying, so I was just like, I only speak English, and then they're like, documents, and I was like, fuck. And then all I had was my license. And I was like, is that enough? And they're like, whatever. And then they breathalyzed me. And he just like holds it up to my face like he's gonna catch me or something, and I'm like, I wasn't even drinking. It's like, even though you're allowed to at 18, like I just wasn't. And it just showed up 0.00, and he was like, he literally just looked at it and then looked at me and said goodbye. And then just walked away from the car. I was like, alright. But I thought it was because I passed a bus when I wasn't supposed to. Because it was a one-way each way, and I like went around him. And I thought maybe like it's like the equivalent of like a double yellow or something, and I wasn't supposed to do that. But that was kind of scary because that's the first time I got pulled over. And it's in like a foreign country. That's the first and only time I've been pulled over so far.
Yeah. I don't know, bro.
Have you been pulled over for speeding?
Online. I found a 20-minute traffic school.
Really?
Yeah.
Why did you get pulled over for speeding?
No, I passed on double yellow.
Oh, so you had to like, what'd you have to do?
No, like, I got pulled over and he gave me a ticket.
I know.
Double yellow. So I.
So did you get a point?
No. I get they'll take back my points since I do traffic school.
Oh yeah, that's right.
You get I think one traffic school for every like few years.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, by the way, follow at Roberts GTI on Instagram.
You made an account just for your GTI.
Yeah, okay.
Should I make an account just for my Jetta?
Yeah, I have a photo of our cars together. Except, dude, I'm getting spacers.
Why?
Because fitment, bro. Dude, my fitment could be a little bit better. I'll be honest with you.
I mean, it's good though because it doesn't scrape. You don't want my car that like scrapes like shit.
It's not gonna scrape though, dude. It's different because you rolled your fenders.
Why? Shouldn't that be better? Because I rolled it.
No, because then you have less. Like my fenders, I can go through a lot more of my travel, right? But since yours are rolled, you have a lot less travel to go through before you scrape. If that makes sense.
That does not make any sense at all.
Okay, so if you look at the fenders on my car, it's like flat. It's like flat above the wheel, right? So that means I have that much more travel to go through before I scrape. Except I don't scrape. Kind of understand what I mean?
Yeah, but the reason why I was scraping is because at the end of the fender, it goes straight down. So like it could be further out, but they pushed it flat at the end. If that makes sense. Then also on the inside though, there's also a metal lip.
Yeah.
So like that's an extra like few not millimeter, like almost a centimeter. Like half an inch that you can roll back into the fender.
But this is the thing, if I rolled my fenders, then I would also have to get spacers. Because if I rolled my fenders and I kept it the same way it is now, then it would just make more room.
Well, why would you have to roll your fenders in the first place if they fit now? Oh, you know what? Dude, I have extra spacers that I can give you.
Oh, do you actually?
Yeah, because I have I bought spacers thinking that I would need it.
How many millimeters are there?
I got 2 5s and 2 10s.
Oh, that actually might be perfect.
That's why I got it, because I thought that it might stick out.
Do you think I'd do
not
5
enough.
in the front and 10 in the rear?
That's what I bought it for. 5 in the front, 10 in the rear.
Except I was thinking 12 in the front, 15 in the rear, except I think it'll all be fine. So
I think you want to do less in the front because they're closer.
No, I would do 12 in the front and 15 in the rear. Except
I think trust me, I think the spacer will space it out more than you think.
Okay.
Because I thought I was gonna need spacers, but then it ended up fitting perfectly, so I didn't.
Well, it
end up
depends
using
what
them.
offset your wheels are, though.
Mine are 42, plus 42.
So, what does it mean? Plus 42, minus 42. What's there?
Okay, so like, you take the whole width of the wheel, and then you divide that in 2 to get the middle line, and then it's the distance from the middle line out to either side. So it's 42 millimeters from the center line, if that makes sense.
Positive mean that
It's further out, which means the wheel will stick in further. So like my stock rims, you remember my stock rims? Like they were like flush pretty much in the front, like flat. That was plus 55. Because it's flat in the front, so like the hub is all the way to one side of the rim.
If it was negative, then What's the opposite of concave?
Like cone. I don't know.
It would be that shape if it was negative.
Okay, so like, if it's a 0 offset, then that means that the hub is even with the middle of the wheel, if that makes sense.
Okay.
So like, if you drew a line down the middle of the wheel, like from the top to bottom, not like side or anything, and it's like in the middle, and then you put the hub in the middle, where it bolts up to your hub,
Yeah.
that would be a 0 offset. And then if you move, like let's say like where you bolt the wheel to your hub is like further towards the face of the wheel, that would be like a positive offset because it's like not on the center line anymore, it's more towards the outside.
Nice. So if the normal GTI stock wheels are 48mm offset and mine are 49mm offset, then does that actually like matter at all? 1mm?
Yeah, because that means that they are 1mm.
Like they'd be.
They're 1mm further in.
Oh,
It's weird because the hub is if you think about it, so the hub is closer to the face of the wheel, 1mm. So, but your hub is not moving. The outside of the wheel is moving, right?
Oh.
So you could say like, oh, the hub is like 1mm closer to the outside, but your hub is not 1mm closer. Your wheel is 1mm closer to your hub, right?
Mine are 49 offset. Stock is 48.
Yeah. So yours that means they're 1mm further sucked into your car.
Although wouldn't if it's plus 1mm of offset, having plus offset, isn't that?
It's like kind of hard to explain like with the words. It'd probably be better like visually, but like if you think about it, like you have the hub where it connects, and then you have the face of the wheel, and so if you're adding offset, so it's getting more and more positive, that hub is getting closer and closer to the face, right? So if you're saying you have plus 49 and your stock is 48, then that means that the hub of the wheel is 1mm closer to the face, right?
Oh, I thought that the offset was. I thought that the offset was the furthest point, like I thought that offset was where the like where the bead was, kind of like on the outer rim of the wheel. That makes more sense now.
No, yeah, offset is like the distance from center line to the hub, where the hub of the wheel is.
Yeah.
So like, if it makes sense, it's like if you have a higher offset, then your hub is closer to the face, and therefore the wheel gets sucked in more to your car because the hub is closer to the face. So if you have a higher offset, then your wheel is gonna get sucked into the car more. So that means you actually have 1mm more between your wheel and your fender than you do with
So
your
then I
stock.
think 5 would be perfect.
I mean, you could try it, but it's the same bolt pattern, so it should work.
I feel like having 10 in the back would be almost too much, though. Although I was gonna go 12 or 15 in the back, and then cause that's what.
Well, you can go 1 more millimeter than a stock person could, if that makes sense. Because it's sucked in more than stock.
Well, okay, that makes sense. Except since I'm lowered, I don't know if that's gonna do anything.
I don't think it should. I mean, it might, because the fenders kind of like come in, so like you might. I don't know. We can figure it out.
The fitment on the rear is actually pretty good. It's just the front.
Well, then maybe we could do 10 in the front and 5 in the back.
No, I think we could switch them around.
Or maybe, you know what? Maybe I might have got a set of 5 and a set of 10. So maybe I have 4 5s and 4 10s.
But bro,
I'll have to look, but we
aren't
could.
they hub centric?
Yeah, no, because they're the same as on your car. Because they're gonna put it on my car.
But are they hub centric though?
Yeah, it just means that because both of our cars are hub centric.
No, I mean like are the spacer? Because they still they sell spacers that aren't hub centric though for our cars.
They go on your hub.
Yeah.
Yeah, obviously.
Well, no, because once you get like 5mm and like smaller, they usually aren't hub centric.
Where do you normally put them then if they aren't hub centric?
No, you just have to like place them in the right place and put in the front. And like hope it's the right, and hope it's like it'd be like putting a wheel on your car that doesn't just sit on the hub. You have to like put it on the hub and screw it into the hub without it just resting.
Oh. I don't think they're big enough to need to because they have the thing is because the thing is it goes on the lug, it sits on the lug nuts, right, or on the lug studs, so you don't need it to be attached to the hub itself because the wheel is holding the spacers on through the lug studs.
Yeah.
So you should be fine. The only thing that I can't remember. I think because I remember for my wheels I needed an adapter because the hub, like the hub itself on my car is smaller than the hub for the wheels, so I needed like a ring that goes around the hub center. But I don't know if the spacers need that too. But we could find out. I don't think they do, but I think they're the right size.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, are you sure you want to give them to me for free?
I mean, I'm not using them.
How much do they cost you?
Like $80, I think.
For just one set, or do you have 2 sets?
I can't remember if I have 2 sets or 2 of each. So like I have 4, 2 of one and 2 of the other, or if I have 2 full sets. I can't remember. I think it's just 2 of each. I'll have to check, but I know it's like something around $80.
I can measure it out and just see.
I mean, it's small enough that it should just work. Like, literally 5mm is so small. That's like half a centimeter. Like, it's like the width of your phone. Not even.
Wait, what are you, sorry. I was on my phone, what were you talking about?
The width, like 5mm, like, it's like the width of your phone. Not even.
Yeah. Oh yeah, then for sure. 10mm.
And then 10mm would be double that. But I remember on my car, like the back was like definitely a lot further in than the front. So that's why I got bigger ones for the back. But I don't know if it's the same for your car.
You're a stance boy.
Dude, okay, the back is like really bothering me now because the back right is like rubbing for some reason and I can't fix it. Like, I think I might have to raise it up a little bit on that side.
Do you have adjustable coilovers?
No, I do. I think I just have to raise it up on that side a little bit.
Yeah, then just adjust them.
I know, but I've been too lazy and I haven't like, because I counted the threads, so I thought maybe they would be the same height, but I guess they're not.
I know it's weird like that.
Maybe it's because the fuel's on that side.
It's like,
I don't know.
I think it's because...
Oh, you know what? I think it's because the fuel is on that side, so it needs to be a little higher. Not gonna lie.
Is your car? Do you know if your car is balanced to have a person in the driver's seat or to have balanced people?
I never got it corner balanced.
But like, would you get it? Do you get your car corner balanced with just you sitting in it or you and them?
If you're tracking it, then you would just do you. But if you're like just dailying it, then you get it without anyone in it.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
But if you're tracking it, then you want it balanced with you in it so that it's
Yeah.
not off balance.
It won't actually perfectly balance.
I mean, I'm not really worried about balance. I just want it to be
No,
like
I'm just trying to
not
think.
screaming.
I'm just trying to think. Even if it was balanced, to have you sitting in a track car, to have you sitting on the left side and nothing else and no one else, then it would be only balanced when you're not moving. Right?
What do you mean?
Because when you go around a turn, like the driver is like pretty much the heaviest thing in the car besides the engine, right?
That's why you balance it with you in it.
Yeah, I mean like, but I'm saying that the especially because your head and your body goes up in the car. When you go around a turn, I think it would handle slightly differently, left and right. You'd be able to corner
Well, no,
on left-handers, right?
no, because you corner balance it so that when you're in the car, it's 50-50-50. That makes sense, like 50-50 front back and 50-50
I mean, yeah,
right
I
left.
guess.
So when you're going around a corner, then it's gonna be balanced like you're not in the car.
Yeah.
So yeah, you might think like, oh, since the spring rates are like a little bit different on the driver's side than it is on the passenger side, then it would be like that. But it's different because there's actually more weight on one side, so then it counters it. If no one was in the car, then yeah, it would not be right. But since you're in it, then you're changing it.
Yeah. Dude, I need to get back on the Jetta. I love it.
Yeah, it's fun. It's hilarious though because when I got back from Lithuania, since I drove in Lithuania as a manual, like the throw on that thing was insane. Like, is at least like a foot each way, like from first to second. And then when I got into my car, I like thought it wasn't going into gear because it was so short. I was like, why isn't it going into gear? And then I put it into second to like undo, like so it might go back into first. And then when I put it into second, I realized it was actually going into gear the whole time because I have a short throw shifter on it. So, but I was like, damn, I never realized it was actually that short. Like,
Bruh, dude, the track car that they have at the shop, I just had to pull it around the corner. Dude, the gas pedal fell off. like literally it fell off. But
what did you do?
dude, the clutch is so insane on that thing. I didn't even have to give it gas, and it would just like I would let the clutch out fully, and it would just move in first gear.
Yeah. Yeah, no. I like. Do you see what I mean though? By like clutches are different.
No,
like,
but dude, the throws on that car are literally like an inch maybe.
Yeah, those things are insane.
Like,
I mean, I could make it like that on my car too. Like, there's a 50% reduction, but I have it at like 35%, I think.
oh, you should do
Or
that.
40. But I just felt like the 45 or 50% was just way too much because like then it literally did feel like a joystick or something. It's like 1 inch each way. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, but you could get really fast shifts.
Yeah, I know, but it just didn't feel right. I don't know. I get like that I could, but like at the point that I am, it's the clutch, like throw. It's the clutch throw that's slowing me down at that point. Because like because of how far I have to push the pedal down in order for the
No,
clutch
but you
to.
can get one of the best mods I think for your car could be a clutch stopper, so it stops it.
Okay, so I did order one, but then I lost it. And I was gonna put it in, but then I lost it. It was only like $15, but like, I think I put it in like a box that I like had parts in, and then I ended up throwing the box out, but I forgot to take that out. I don't know.
You should buy a new one for sure.
Yeah, I kind of wanted one. I bet it'd be a lot easier for people to learn on like that.
Dude, I've been driving my friend Jared's M5, M3. It's really nice.
Is it a new one or?
It's in 1999.
Oh, nice. Yeah, those are nice. Those are really good for drifting.
He doesn't drift it. It's mostly stock. But
There's a kid that lives by your grandparents' house that has like a white like BMW, I want to say like old like 3 Series, like 80s maybe. But it's like modified. It's like the 80s. Like late 80s. Like, do you know David Schwartz?
oh, that's not that close to my grandparents' house.
No, but I'm saying, do you know him? Do you know his
Yeah.
M3, his red M3? Okay, or that's what I'm, well, not M3, it's a 3 Series.
It's pretty slow.
It's a 321i or something.
It's like a pretty slow car.
Yeah, but I'm saying it's that car, but it's like a white one, and they live by, it's not him, but I was just saying that was the kind of car it was.
Oh.
And they live by your grandparents' house. Because one day I was biking, and they drove by, and then another day I was driving up to your grandparents' house, and they were like coming out of the intersection. So they live like somewhere close. But I was like, they were like our age too. So I was like, But it definitely had a modified exhaust, and I was like, I wonder what else is. Definitely had a modified exhaust and like aftermarket wheels and stuff. So.
Oh damn, yeah.
I was like, is it modified or is it just for looks, like my car?
No, dude, you have good handling.
I feel like the steering is too big. Like there's too much like dead zone. It's not like.
It's hard though because you didn't have a big budget to start with. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I know.
It's almost like fun. Like the steering is so light that it's like you can just toss it around and it doesn't feel like the car is like struggling at all. Versus on mine, the steering is really heavy.
But I like that though because like you feel like you feel the road and you like can feel like the edge of the car.
No, but my car is a lot. You can't like it's pretty numb. Like the steering.
No, but I understand that even though the steering wheel is like electronically weighted, like I understand that, but like even so, it makes you feel like it's meant to be like that. Like it's, I don't know, it's hard to describe. Like when I drive your car and I go like around a corner or something like that, like I'm confident in like placing it because of the way that the steering wheel is like weighted. Like I can feel the weight of the car and like how close it is to like the edge of like traction or whatever.
Yeah.
Whereas like on my car, like whenever I go around the corner, I'm constantly adjusting it because it's too light to really like pinpoint where you want to put it. So like that's the only downside is I wish the steering was more like precise and not as light, but I can't really do anything about it. Also, I wish my coilovers were a little bit more stiff because like they bottom out pretty easily if I go in a bump or something.
Yeah, Jared also has coilovers on his M3, but I was talking about his car's really fun to shift because the clutch, like The gear throws are hella long, actually. Like, they're, like, decently long, but his clutch, it's not the bearing, it's, like, the stopper. Like, his clutch, you can move it, like, left and right. Like, it wiggles left and right. Like,
Oh, the pedal?
yeah, the pedal. And so I, like, clutch in, and it's just the loudest squeak of your life. And it's like, is it gonna, like, move this way or left? And that's why I'm always afraid to clutch in turns. But, like,
Yeah, that's why you like.
he needs a short shifter, and also, dude, the BMW shift knobs that they have,
Oh yeah, the old ones are crappy as
it falls off when
fuck.
no, it, like, literally pops out, and, like, I have to, like, put it back in. But I almost money shifted his car. Oh my god, it was hella bad.
Really? What did you do?
We were driving right by the Piedmont police station, and I was in second, and instead of going into third, I went into first, and I let up the clutch a little bit, and right as it grabbed, I heard squealing, so I put it right back into the floor, and I was like, I'm not doing that.
No, when I first like started driving my car, because for my birthday we went to Sears Point, and that was when I got my car, and so we like did a little like lesson in the parking lot in Wilder, and then from there, after I got a good enough hold of it, I was then required to drive it to Sears Point, and we went through Sears Point, which is in like Sonoma.
Again, sorry.
My car.
Oh yeah.
When I was first allowed to drive it, because I was allowed to drive it on my birthday. And we got it like before my birthday, so like my parents were driving it and I was allowed to drive it, but
Yeah.
so then I had to drive it to Sears Point on the first day of learning how to drive a manual. And it was so bad because like I'd pull up to a light and then I stalled it and I stalled it again, and this guy behind me was like, what the fuck's going on? And I missed the light. I was first in line and I missed the light because it turned red already. That's how many times and then I was like, okay, please let there be no traffic on the freeway. Of course there was traffic, and I stalled it when traffic stopped, and then I was like, fuck. Every time it stopped, I stalled it.
I'm pretty good at not stalling your car, but Jared's car is a little tougher because his clutch is fucked up.
Oh. Yeah, I just...
46, the clutch is really, like, I actually like it. Like, I like the pretty stiff clutch because you can really feel when it's engaging.
Yeah, I like the stiffer clutches too. Unfortunately, my car doesn't have that, but I mean, I could probably upgrade my car to have something like that.
Yeah.
But that requires taking out the transmission, and that would just, like, the parts themselves are cheap, but the labor to get the transmission out, that's just like, fuck. There's no way I could do it myself either.
So, can I pick up the spacers, like, tomorrow? I'll pay you for them, by the way.
Well, why don't you see if they work first, and then
Okay, yeah.
you can pay me.
Except, yeah, as long as I use anti-seat, I'll be able to get them off. And then, oh fuck, do you have lugs that are like the proper length?
I think with those spacers, I think they're small enough for you to just use the stock ones.
Ooh, I don't know how I feel about that.
I think they will. If they don't, then I don't, because
I don't think the 10 mil one will.
I don't know, man. I think they could. I mean, I don't know if you want to do it together or not, but if you do, then
Well,
we
this
can
is the
figure it
thing.
out there.
I might do it at my shop because I already have to do my rear sway bar, and I can use their lift, so it's like hella good. Because I
That's
don't have
true.
to like, it's like I could jack it up, but using lift is just hella easy.
Yeah.
Although I'd probably do like I'm not really allowed. Like I'm kind of grounded, so I'm not
What'd
allowed.
you do?
I freaking failed the drug test for that my parents gave for me. But
Nice.
like, I don't know. Since I can do it at the shop, I'm not allowed to work, obviously.
Yeah.
Which
What do you even do there?
I like move cars around, which is my favorite part, by the way. Drive a ZL1 track package, 6-speed manual.
Nice.
It's just like it's like driving with like a blindfold. But I usually like take out the recycling and the trash and like break down all the boxes that they have. I like pick up lunch for everyone and like go run errands like whenever they get stuff like powder coated, I like pick it up and drop it off. I sometimes like today I actually had so the E46 track car that they have, they are repainting the whole inside of it, so I had to take out all of the like they had like a ton of cameras set up inside of it and like a lot of like wires and like the little like racetrack like display that shows their times and everything. Like I just had to like take out a lot of stuff that can't really get painted. It was like a lot of it was like padding and like I never got to the harnesses actually and see what he said that was on. But that I take like inventory sometimes. I like organize things. I don't know. It's chill. A lot of the times, like 4 o'clock, they're just like, okay, you can go home. Like we don't have any work for you.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's cool, and we get paid.
How much?
I actually haven't gotten paid yet, but it's fun. I like it.
I'd probably do it even without getting paid, because you get around like cars and stuff.
Really?
I don't know, like you like if you're like good at what you do, then they might like promote.
Holy shit! This
and
GTI wide body looks so good, and it has my exact same wheels. But yeah.
I don't know, like
I don't know. It gets kind of boring after a while.
I guess
But I enjoy it. Like
one of the jobs I was considering doing just for like shits and giggles is valeting. At like a really nice place or something.
You would actually be good at that, I think.
Because the thing is like if you go to a nice place, odds are is like or like a country club or something, like odds are there's gonna be nice cars. 1, 2, like they'll give like pretty good tips, and then 3, like you just drive cars the whole time.
Yeah.
Like that'd be pretty chill.
I'll definitely be gonna use your spacers, but
I'll take a look. I'll have to look at
are you at your house right now?
Yeah.
Are they at your house?
Yeah.
Is it like a pain to like go look now?
No. I think I know where they are. If they're not there, then I don't know where they would be.
Can you just like send me a picture of them and just find out how many millimeters?
Yeah, I'll find out how many I have, and I know it's 5 and 10, but I don't know how many of each.
Okay.
But I'm not gonna be around tomorrow because I have to work. But
Wait, what do you do right now for work?
I work for my dad. He does like property appraisals, so like he determines the value. So I go out and I take pictures and measure and do some like analysis and stuff. It pays pretty good. I made like $600 last week, so.
Damn. That's hella good.
Well, I mean, and I don't even work that much, to be honest. Like, I only probably worked 10 hours last week.
10 hours a week?
Like, yeah, well, I mean, last week I only worked, like, 10 hours.
Damn, that's crazy.
Because, like, it's not on a per hour basis, it's on, like, what I do. So, like, if I go on an inspection, which is, like, taking pictures and measuring, then if I go, like, by myself and it's, like, a more complicated thing, I'll get, like, $100 for it. If I go to something that's, like, not as complicated, so it's just, like, pictures, then that's, like, $50. But it's basically just the time for me driving there and then taking pictures, which is, like, 5-10 minutes.
Yeah.
If I, like, have to measure and stuff, maybe it's, like, 20 minutes, but it's still not that much. And then the length just depends on how far away it is. So, like, maybe hour and a half, 2 hours, and I get paid either $50 or $100.
For driving there?
Yeah, for driving. Well, no, just for the whole thing. So.
That's still good ass.
And then there's, like, if I do some, like, write-ups, that's, like, $50 too, but it takes, like, an hour and a half to 2 hours. So, like, I did, like, 4 of them last week, and I got, like, $550 or something.
That's still hella good.
So I have one tomorrow, and I'll get $100 for that, or $50 for that, and then I have one on Tuesday next week. That's $100.
I make like
So
I make 15 an hour, so
that's pretty good. I mean, that's minimum wage, right? So
yeah, I work like 3 days a week. So
how many hours though?
I usually work
Like 6 or 7.
I'd say per week I work like I want to say like 16 hours a week, around there.
So it's not like too bad.
I've made like $1,000 so far.
How long you been working? How many weeks?
I'm actually just gonna look. I'm in my notes right now. I have one shit. I've worked 3 weeks.
That's pretty good.
And it's gonna be the end of the full week.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Cause like, for me, it's not like always guaranteed how much I'm gonna make, because it's just based off of like how many like
The best part is that I like to think of it like I'm actually getting paid a lot. I am, because they can get me deals on whatever mods I want.
Can you get me deals on whatever mods I want?
Yeah, probably actually.
Well, you want to see my Jetta go faster?
Yeah. No, like totally. Chris can probably get you some mods. Because the way I think of it is like, I'm gonna spend at least some of the money on mods. So it's like, it's pretty much paying me in like car mods, right?
Yeah.
So it's like pretty good pay, and then the money's like the side part, like cash.
Yeah.
So I'm going rear sway bar end links, but
Are you doing the sway bar too, or just the end links?
yeah, no, rear sway bar and end links.
Oh, okay.
And I'm getting.
What about the bushings?
You don't need bushing. Oh no, the sway bar comes with bushings and fittings.
You know what you should also do is like, we should probably also do like polyurethane.
Yeah, it comes with that.
I know, but I'm saying for the there's this one part like underneath the transmission.
Oh,
that's
no, I have a polyurethane subframe bushing.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah.
Yeah, I already have that.
I need that on then. Oh, what about engine mount? Solid engine mount.
It's not gonna are you worried about like flexing? Like, what is that even gonna do that much? Just more like.
It reduces play.
Do you have to like take the engine out though?
No, you just take the mounts out.
But how do you keep the engine in it?
There's only one. There's only like one engine mount, I think. Or there's two, but like one main one that you just replace. And like you just take it off, like because it's still held in there by like the transmission and everything, so you don't have to take it out. It's just like you replace it. But like what it does is like it reduces the amount of play that you have in like the drivetrain. So like you know if you like floor it and then like first or something, or like you like give it like a little bit of gas and like the car kind of like jerks a little bit or something. If you like.
Oh, actually, I would definitely.
You know that play, like, if you replace the engine mounts, then it won't like play as much because the movement is basically in the engine.
Oh, it's the momentum of the engine and the.
Because like the engine doesn't want to move, but the car wants to keep moving, and so it's like that play in all the solid. Like if you make all of those mounts solid between the body and the drivetrain, then you won't get any of that play.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I don't know how much they are. They're probably like 200, I think. But they're relatively easy to replace, I think.
I don't know. I mean, maybe I'll do that or something.
I mean, I was just talking about mounts and stuff, but you should get an exhaust cut out. If you have that lift, it'd be so easy to do that.
Except, do they even make one for my car? I love.
Yeah, well, it's universal. It's not. It doesn't have anything to do with like your car specifically. It just has to do with the diameter. You just cut out a part of your exhaust, and then you stick it on top of it, and then you clamp it down, and then you just have to wire it through and tap into your manifold vacuum.
Except, dude, this is my one thing. I gotta have the cleanest interior, and I don't want that button thing.
No, you can get a stock button.
Wait, really?
So you know, like where the like buttons go, like in your like, is there any blank switches? Yeah. So you can buy a button that goes in a blank switch, and then you plug it into. Like I could have done that too, but it was like an extra $100 or something like that, and I was like, nah. Like I can just spend the money. I know, but I was like, I can just spend the money later. Like I don't need to spend the money right now, and like I don't really care that much. But you can get like a factory looking button, and I would just get like a blank factory button too, because like I think you can get like different types, because if you get a blank one and like let's say you have to like go get your car checked or something, because it's too loud or something, I don't know, you get pulled over by the police or something, and then you have to like show them that it wasn't you or something. Like I don't have like if you have a button with an exhaust something on it, like they're gonna know. But like unless they lift your car up,
I'll be honest with you, no one's looking. Like they can't prove shit. They're not gonna make you click the button and be like, "Come on, give me some revs, buddy." Like.
No, I understand that, but I'm just saying like, if they saw it, like they probably think more that it was you. But if it's not like something you'd see right off the bat, then
yeah,
you wouldn't have to deal with it.
It goes after the cats.
Yeah, you could put it anywhere, honestly, because it's just anywhere with.
I'd want it more towards the rear, so it.
I have it after the cat.
Yeah.
But before the resonator.
Dude, I wouldn't even be able to hear the turbo.
What do you mean? You'd be able to hear it a lot more.
Are you sure though?
Yeah, because the exhaust is the thing that like muffles the turbo sound.
Oh.
You'd hear the engine and the turbo more.
I would think that the turbo comes from the engine bay more.
No, it comes out of the exhaust. Like, look up a video of it.
I just need to look up the size. Mark 7.
Like, I think mine was like 66 millimeters, but that was like the outside diameter. So, I got the 66 millimeter, but it didn't exactly fit. So I had to like modify it so that it would. So I would get like a 2.5.
Yeah, no, it says that the exhaust diameter from Mark 7 is 2.5.
Yeah, but you have to look at the exhaust diameter for the mid pipe, because that's where you'd put it.
At the what?
Mid pipe. not the end diameter, because that's like standard 2.5. But you want to know the mid pipe because that's where you're gonna put it. You want to know the outside diameter too.
Yeah, I think that it's 2.5.
I would honestly just go 2.5 anyway. 'Cause I know it's not a 3-inch. And even if it was a 66mm, then you could just clamp it down more to make it fit on the, because if anything, just go bigger. No, yeah, it's just a clamp.
Except you have to cut the exhaust.
Yeah. But what you could do if you wanted to go back is that you could just keep that piece, which I have,
and then
still, and then if you needed to, you could just weld it back on the old piece.
I wouldn't weld it. I could just get a big ass clamp.
Well, no, because it's going to be an exact fit. Right? If you want to go back to stock, you cut it out.
Yeah.
Right? So you'd have to weld it, probably. Well, you will have to weld it. Or you could just get a new exhaust, but...
Do I want to get the right-hand exit, though?
It doesn't matter. You have to look under your car to see what works better. But I think I got the left-hand one. I did get the left-hand one.
The left-hand means if you're looking from the rear.
Yeah. If you're looking at it from under, like toward, like your head is like the top of the car and your feet are the bottom, and you're looking from under, like it'd be on the right side. I got the left side 66mm, but if I were you, I'd go with the 2.5 and left side.
Because for the right-hand cutout, it shows that the cutout, like the if you didn't have the cutout on, it would go straight, and if you had the cutout on, the exhaust would go. If you're looking from the rear of the car up,
yeah,
then it would go to the right.
For the left hand?
For the right hand.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Okay.
Because like it's from the top. It's from the top, not the bottom.
Oh, this one's only $90.
No. You want to get the one from ECS.
This is on ECS.
Wait, what? What are you looking at? There's no way there's no way. I don't know what you're looking at. I don't see one for $90.
Wait, what? Oh, do you have to scroll down? Can you not just add it straight to the cart? Do you have to select an option?
What do you mean? Are you on the build your own?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you have to select 2.5-inch. Right side.
Oh yeah.
Then you can choose the switches. Those are
Fuck, I gotta go to bed, man. I just wanna look at this one thing.
I don't know, you can look at it, but yeah, they're pretty. Although it says Mark 5, Mark 6, so I don't know why that wouldn't be Mark 7. Like, why wouldn't that work on a Mark 7 Golf?
I don't. What? Where do you buy? Where would you buy the little button though? I don't see it on the internet. I gotta look more. Anyways, I don't know.
What do you mean?
The button that would go in my interior.
Oh, I think Double Apex sells it. It's one of the options when you're configuring it. Like,
Yeah.
it's in one of the options, but I think that's for a Mark 5, Mark 6. Mark 6 is the same interior though, right, as yours?
No. I don't
Really?
think so.
I thought so.
It's similar, but it's not the same. Alright, I'm gonna go to bed, man. I'll see you later.
Alright. Alright, guys. Sorry if that was a lot of talking at the end, but I think we are going to end the stream there. If you enjoyed, please consider subscribing, I guess. And I post more on my other channel, Connor Stoneman, so if you guys are interested in car content and stuff, that will be on Connor Stoneman. And yeah, anyways, I will see you soon, and peace.